So here we have the first of our candlestick patterns, which is called the hammer. So the type is a bullish reversal. And that means that the current trend is bearish. So we have a downtrend. Then all of a sudden, we have this candlestick pattern forming. And this is called a hammer. So when we see the hammer, there is a probability that this downtrend will become an uptrend. So it is a bullish reversal. So the prior trend is bearish. A black or white candlestick forms with a small real body and a long lower shadow that is twice as long as the real body. This candlestick has no or small upper shadow. So this is the key, is that this candlestick that forms, which is called the hammer, has a small real body and a lower shadow that is at least twice as long as the real body. Okay, and it has no or little upper shadow. So the reliability of this pattern is low, which means that we have to wait until the next day for confirmation before getting into a position. So we wait until the next day and say that the next day the candlestick closes above the hammer, say here. Then this is our confirmation to get into the market. So the hammer serves as an alert. And because the reliability is low, we wait until the next day. And if the candlestick on the next day closes higher, then we would get into the market. So let's talk a little bit about why this works. So assume that this is a black real body, and also assume that we have a soccer game going on between the Bulls and the Bears. So the ball starts off here on the field, and the Bears push the ball all the way down to the field. Then all of a sudden, the Bears push the ball back up to the field, and it ends up here, close to where it started off. So the fact that we have a large lower shadow indicates the strength of the bear pushing the ball back up to the field. So this is giving us an early alert that the bears are gaining strength. So we have a long lower shadow showing the strength of the bears pushing prices back up, and this is why there is a probability of a reversal coming up. Here we have the hanging man, and this is similar to the hammer, except it occurs on the top, whereas the hammer occurs on the bottom of a downtrend. So this is a bearish reversal pattern, which means that the current trend is bullish. There is an uptrend. And then we have this hanging man candlestick pattern forming, which gives us an alert of a probability of a trend reversal. So the prior trend is bullish. A black or white candlestick forms with a lower shadow that is twice the length of the real body. This candlestick has a small or no upper shadow. So again, it has a small real body and a lower shadow that is at least twice as long as the real body, with little or no upper shadow. So the reliability is low, which means we need to wait for confirmation. So we need to wait until the next day, and if the candle on the next day closes lower, say here, then this is a confirmation to get into the market. So we have our alert, which is the hanging man pattern. Then we wait until the next day, and if prices close lower on the next day, this gives us confirmation to open a position. And in this case, we can short, so we can sell first and buy back later. Next, we have the bullish engulfing pattern, and this is a bullish reversal pattern, which means that the current downtrend will reverse and become an uptrend. So the number of candlesticks is 2. We have the black candlestick followed by the white candlestick. The prior trend is bearish. A black candlestick forms. The next day, a white candlestick fully engulfs the real body of the black candlestick. So the key to recognizing this pattern is on the first day we have a black real body, and on the next day we have a white real body that fully overshadows the black one. So we do not need to worry about what the shadows are doing. As long as the white real body fully covers the black one, then we have a bullish engulfing pattern. So the reliability is medium. So if we wanted to play it safe, we can wait one more day for confirmation before getting in. So for example, if we waited until the next day, and we found that the candlestick closed higher on the next day, say here, then this will give us high reliability that this pattern will reverse. So why does this work? On the first day we have a black candlestick and prices opened at the top and closed lower here on the bottom. The next day we have prices opening even lower, but then all of a sudden we have this great force in buying pressure, and we have the bulls pushing the prices all the way to the top, and we have it closing here. So this big white candlestick shows the dramatic increase of buying pressure, which is an alert of a reversal. So we'll go over a few more patterns, and then we'll show you how to apply them to real graphs. So here we have a bearish engulfing pattern, and it is a bearish reversal, which means that the current trend is an uptrend. And when we see this bearish engulfing pattern, there is a probability that it will become a downtrend. So the prior trend is bullish. A white candlestick forms. The next day, a big black candlestick forms that fully engulfs the real body of the white candlestick. The black candlestick does not need to engulf the shadow of the previous stick. So the reliability is medium, which means that it is good to wait for confirmation. So we would wait until the next day, and if the candle on the next day closes lower, then this gives the pattern high reliability, and we can get in after the confirmation. So this bearish engulfing pattern is the complete opposite of the bullish engulfing. This bearish engulfing pattern occurs on an uptrend, while the bullish engulfing occurs on a downtrend. Here we have the piercing line pattern, and this is a bullish reversal pattern, which means that there is currently a downtrend. And when we see the piercing line pattern develop, there is a high probability that the downtrend will reverse and become an uptrend. So the prior trend is bearish. A long black candlestick forms. The next day, the open of a white candlestick gaps down. The close of this white candlestick is halfway up